Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I'm your host, Mary Ellen. This episode is Mass Make March, day something? Day 24, day 24. Wow, we've missed a lot. Just gonna make a note here where I'm currently at. Mass Make March is hosted by Cindy at Studio Lou. She's here on YouTube and also on Instagram. If you are participating, please share your videos and pictures using hashtag MassMakeMarch2023 so we can all have a chance to see what you're up to. So I've missed a lot of things happening in the background. Well, no, not a lot of things happening in the background. That's sort of part of the issue. I'm muddling along as I usually do. So let's get after it. So this is snippet strips. So I have a snippet of paper and I have a snippet of fabric. They're each 2 inches. And this is about 16 inches and this is about 17 inches or so. So I know I could probably do something longer, and if we get to a point where we want to do some more, we can do some more because that's just how we roll. It's how we roll in the Shire. So let's do the paper first because I have been doing some bits cleaning. And there's my bits. And I moved that over so that I could get my glue book. And then I'm gonna move my bits back. Goodness, all this engineering required. There we are. And look at that. We've got some glue, we've got some paper. Only thing left is now to have some fun. Okay, so I need to pick a sheet. Pick a piece, any piece. That'll work. She says and immediately changes her mind. There we go. Looking forward to having these. I haven't done some of the, I was going to say the events. Tuck spots was something that I was interested in doing. A couple of the other ones that I have missed as well. And having said that, I am just going to do what I can and leave the rest. I want to put that on top. What else is here? Sure, why not? So I think I mentioned it last time for anybody who is living in Ontario. The current issue of the LCBO Food and Drink magazine has come out. I have availed myself of a copy, and hilariously, this way, maybe? I don't know. It's paper, just put it down. There was a couple of bits that I could use for my apple journal, so I was pretty pleased with that. Well, I think the wheeze here, the gig, the trick, is that all you do is you sort of reach into the pile and then you pull and glue. And if you think too much about it, it's not gonna work as well as it could. I want to do it that way, maybe. There. That's just a dull color. You know what? We can do that. Put it lower down. There we are. Here's another bit. How about that? Seems to me there was something else that I got in the mail that was useful. Oh, I know. The Vessey's seed catalog. Vessey's is a Canadian company in the East Coast, and they are regularly sending out catalogs of this and that. And that was another place where I was able to get, ooh, this is nice. It's a good one, like that. Where I was able to get some more apple pictures. It was a nice page of apple trees. There. I apparently have a lot of long strips, so let's start doing some of this. What else has been happening? There's some useful update I was thinking of that I would talk about, and can I remember what that useful update is? Apparently not. Leave that aside for a bit later. Ooh, that's a good one. I think I don't want the white though. What is it that I was gonna say? I'm sure it will come to me. Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, I'll do that. One of the things that I need to do is Cindy's been asking some really good questions about the enjoyment of the month, and I feel like I should write them down and then use a subsequent one to answer and discuss. Short answer, in case you're listening, Cindy, is yeah, I've had an enjoyable time. It might not have looked like it in terms of the frequency of posting, but I have enjoyed myself tremendously. I've got a lot of I got a lot of things done too, which is also super helpful. I need something in a square. So this isn't a square, but it'll do. Just going to do that. Those would be good cards for later. That's what I'll do. So I haven't sorted this paper. Oh, this is a nice bit. Where will this go? It's part of my German text. Perfect. I've been doing some cleaning, and that's hard work. That's more cardboard. It's silly the amount of size that I've reduced that to. That seems better. There, I guess. That's the spot that needs. Put that in. Sure, why not? With any luck, I'll be able to use this bit with current Apple Journal. Got a lot of those bits. Oh, here's some more cardboard. Doing the sort through of all of these images was bits of paper was a lot of work, not gonna lie. Yeah, brighten it up a bit. Oof, that was a glue gouge. Oh, look at that. That was just right in there. Okay. So can that be good enough for one? I'm gonna go with yes. It's largely red. Needs a little bit red here though. Oh dear. That was a note. Okay. Golly, I keep a lot of stuff. One of the difficult things I find is keeping every bit. And when I was cleaning up yesterday, one of the things that I was doing was throwing out pieces of paper. Not large pieces, but I mean ridiculous pieces like, well, like that small. I don't need to keep it if I don't want to. This happens to be nice. I might just anyway, that just goes right nice there. But that notion of keep every sheet and keep every bit and never throw anything else is unbelievably overwhelming for my mental health. And so I say I don't have to keep it because I have a perfectly good recycling program in the community that I live in. And it picks up and recycles a tremendous amount. Food waste, cardboard, paper, stuff like this. Like why I don't need to keep it. Here's some. Oh, that's a nice card. So this is some line stuff. So now I'm sorting, and I'm not. We have lost the plot. We might have lost the plot. This plot was to do this and this. I know what I was doing. I was looking for red. That's what I was doing. Okay, well, there's something. There's a little bit red. Sure. Oops, got the top off. It becomes burdensome in a bunch of different ways. You have to keep it, and once kept, you need to manage it, and that's a lot of work. And then you have the burden of, well, I should use it. Also a big burden. And for some people who make a lot, they have, or they are resellers, that is perfectly manageable. I make about a journal a month. It is not manageable for me. Nope, okay. And so it is okay for me to let go. Let it go, let it go. Okay, so I'm gonna be done with that for a bit. There's another page we can do. We will circle back. Oh, I see another card here. See a couple. That's a card. That's a beautiful shell. That's all paper, 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 paper. And I see another card. There. Okay, so cardboard. Put that back there. And now I have fabric. So I have, fabric was another thing that I was sorting out a lot yesterday. And I was going to go to Value Village today as an outing. But I am doing this instead because I do not trust myself to not get anything. And I really don't need anything. I don't need paper. I don't need material. I don't need beads or embroidery thread, except for that one thread. DMC34 something or other that I've almost run out of. But I also have hundreds and hundreds of bits of embroidery, thread, washi tape, beads, and as they say, und so weiter, und so weiter, und so weiter. Now what did Cindy do here? I think she glued. She glued a bit just to affix, and then she sewed afterwards. So there we are. I hope this isn't, oh yes, I'm in view. I'm just gonna move that up a bit though. Make it better. So these are really tiny bits of stuff. Fabric I am not so easily parting with because I have a lot of, well, deep abiding devotion, maybe? The fabric? I don't know what to do there. That bit's gonna get me until it's done. I think I'm making this predominantly green, which makes sense, I think, for my apple world. Another thing I want to do today is, in the spirit of mass making things, I would really love to have mass made wax seals. Don't think there's one here. which is no slight on the comprehensiveness of that list. That is, whoops, no shade intended at all. So that's the right side, okay. Oops. Ah! Here we are. What else do I have for green? Just a little bit of green down here. That'll be all right. So all the birds are going bananas because it's spring out. Everybody is returning. And red-winged blackbirds are back. So that's exciting. I like those. I love the sound of purpurdy. That's their call. Purpurdy, purpurdy. Oof. This is messy. Oops, uh-oh. Okay, not green. Very small green. Good curve too, so that'll be all right. I think one of the things that I'm getting excited about for this is being able to do a lace on top. Wow. That's the wrong side. This looks very leaf-like. Let's see. Boy, I've got tiny bits. Tiny, tiny bits. There. Now then, this is clearly Christmas, but I can probably cut that off if I have my scissors visually available. Anyone? Bueller? Oh, they're probably over here. Hang on, I'll be right back. Oops. Ugh. It's a little bit too dark. Might be too dark, but I'll take that. One of the things that I found in my cleanup was 2 half-done covers. Oh, would you look out there? Honest to God. So I am looking at a mourning dove that is perched on the fence. That's the sort of barrier between backyard and back 40. And mourning doves are the derpiest birds. Oh my stars, if you've never met a mourning dove, they are just... derpy is the only word that I have for them. They're just so ridiculous as a bird. Honestly. Ooh, I like that. That's a nice chunk. And so anyways, he's just sitting there, minding his business. Doop-de-doo. Doop-de-doo. Just derping it out on a Friday. Well, I suppose I'm just derping it out on the Friday, so I should talk. But still. They do have a gift for derp. I think that's too blue. No. Yeah, that's better. Oh, that's such a proper leaf. That's the way that should go. I can hear cardinals chirping away. And I can see robin. Oh my goodness. There's all kinds of sparrows and thrushes and so forth going back and forth. Oh, look at you. Hello, derp. So instead of flying over to the other part of the garden, the mourning dove has gotten on the ground and it's walking. Like, seriously. Oh my goodness sakes. What a silly thing it is. Whoops, that's purple. I think I'll do a little of that. Oh, I'll do a little of that the other way though. Trying to get the fringe so that it's pointing out on the edges, so that the edges maintain that fuzzy interest. There, just like that. Oh, don't recover that. That is a scrap that is worth cutting, throwing out. There. Now, is that good enough? I probably should have just dumped this all out. That's a bit of yellow. A bit of yellow might be fun. There. Yeah, I don't like that white. It's too white. I have, outside I have 2 seed bird feeders, a peanut, unshelled peanut ring, and a suet block. So that everybody can pick whatever they want as the most appealing. To themselves. Okay, so we've got that. And I don't think I have any lace out. So it wouldn't be a video if I didn't say I'll be right back. And I will be right back. So that took a bit because I accidentally spilled out the bin that contained this. So there was a, well, substantial mess in the other room, let's just say. Okay. So I've got this. And clearly I have just been cutting out, what have I been cutting out? Oh, I've been cutting out the small ones. Well, we can use a couple of the big ones, I suppose. I like this one. This was a nice thrift find. Of course it was. Think about where the joins are so you can cut them as well as possible. There we are, and a little bit, and then this can be folded up and neatly returned. To the lace bin. There we are. I don't suggest doing this, or I don't think that's going to be what I'm going to do, but at least I have the bits out to use. Now, do a run. Feels very khaki. Oh, it feels very dark. Okay, what do we have here? This is blue. This orange is nice, but I think I'm after this taupe. There we are. Come on, there we are. This is more than the length, and that's okay. That allows for some folding up and making a bit of a mess. Oops. That's good like that. What else do we have in here that's taupey lacy? Yeah, I suppose. See, why not? This is pretty. This is more taupey. This is 70s Wild. So I haven't seen this in a while. See, this is what happens. There's too much stuff. I have too much stuff. I lose track of my stuff. So I think that is it for this bin. So I'll put these back. Now this is, I think this was my attempt at doing spinning of something that starts with a B that I am drawing a complete blank on, per usual. Only thing I can think of is brioche, and that is not right. Okay, I've got too many threads. Here it's hardly better. So what I was thinking of doing was something like that. And doing the same along this way. I probably need a pin. I think I want to do these in threes. Okay, and a 2. There. Should probably do that. And then this, what do we call it? Perclay? No, perclay? And I just want to kind of do this. So this is a, oh, it's this. This is when somebody who knows what they're doing does it, i.e. Cindy at Studio Lou. And this is what it looks like when somebody doesn't know what they're doing, does it, and is trying to figure it out. That's nothing but thread there. It's ridiculous. So let's cut a bit of that. Ooh, yes. That works just fine. You get the knobbly bits close to the edge. And then could probably do the whole thing, but I'm not going to. There we are. And then I will sew-y, sew-y, sew. And then we will have something. So I think that is going to be all for this episode of, where's my sheet? Mass Make March, episode 24, where we did snippet strips of both fabric and paper. And I will sew this up, and the next time I see you, I will show you what I've been up to. So that's all for now. As ever, please like, subscribe, and comment if you have anything to say. Always happy to hear from you. And until next time, take care. Bye now.